Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Shirosato review. It is me, RetroKaizer, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about what Shirosato is about, what you can do in Shirosato, and I'm also going to be sharing a few of my thoughts about the map. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So Shirosato is a map based off of the Yatabe test track, or the JARI high-speed oval, which was a test track for all the hot JDMs back in the day to test their high speeds. Now, Midnight Club used to test their cars in these iconic images. If you are a JDM fan, you must have seen these. So yeah, they all tested it out on Yatabe. Now, according to the internet, Yatabe was destroyed in 2005 due to it being very dangerous, and due to the fact that a co-editor of Option magazine actually had an accident on Yatabe and died there. So it started getting used less and less, and eventually it was closed down. But lucky for us, we get to experience it in Midnight Racing Tokyo. So this is the spawn area of Shirosato, and as you can see, it's very different. It has teleportation pods to every single place you can go, and there are a lot of places that you can go. So yeah, it's a bit different. And looking at the map, this is basically what you get here. Let me just show you guys real quick. You get the big oval on that side, and there is a uphill toge sort of a deal going on, and there is also a drag strip, and there is also a racetrack sort of. It's not a racetrack, actually it's a drift track, and as you can see, the oval is pretty darn big, and I mean, you can do a whole bunch of like top speed tests and that sort of stuff, you know, like testing out top speed runs and like top speed tunes for C1. You can actually test those out really nicely along this really big test track that we got over here. And as you can see, there's also a test track event right here, which we will be participating in. So these are the events that we have currently to participate in Shirosato. Now we are going to be doing the test track loop, so let us teleport to there, and here we go. Okay, so here we are participating in the test track loop event, and as you can see, we have the blue Testarossa out. Now this build is a bit different. Let me tell you guys, this does not have any tunes done to it. It's stock. This just, you know, I just changed the body kits, that's it. So as you can see, we are going straight ahead, and this is going to be the event rules. You have, you know, 2 laps to do. Now this is glitched out, don't know why. I mean, it is going to take some time for the events to get a bit more smoother, so it is with always. I mean, basically we saw the same thing with the other maps that came out previously. I mean, it takes a while for the devs to, you know, smoothen things out, so don't get impatient and, you know, just start yelling at them that, oh, your events suck, you can't play them, this and that. Dude, they just released the map, okay? So it is going to take some time. So yeah, that is the test track loop thing, and as you can see, I'm already topping out the Testarossa at 287 now, 288. Wow, okay, that's something. So yeah, and honestly though, the test track loop has its pros and cons. You know why? Because the test track loop isn't going to be fun at all if you're going in solo. You really need a group to, you know, have fun on this particular event. But if you're going in for results to see how your tunes are working or how good your car can perform on the top end, then yeah, I mean, if you want results, heck, this is a test track anyway. So yeah, if you want results, yeah, go for it. If you're serious about them, if you're testing tunes, go for it. You'll get everything you need to know about your car and your tunes. But if you're alone and you are thinking about just making some money, it can be a pretty tedious task, honestly, to, you know, just keep driving in a loop round and round. So yeah, the bottom line is, if you're gonna think you're gonna have fun alone on the, you know, test track loop, well, if you like running round and round in an oval, then well, that's your thing, but I don't think you're gonna have much fun alone. But yeah, if you want to test your tunes, man, you can test your car out to your heart's content. You are gonna see great results if you're gonna test your tunes. So that is it for the test track loop. Now let us head over to the drift circuit of the Shirosato track. So here we are at the drift track, and we have only one event over here, which is the circuit course. So as you can see, I got my BMW right here, and we are going to be doing some nice drifting actions. And as you can see, you have to do 2 laps around this course. Now the thing is, I don't know when, but I hope that we get drift events like in Need for Speed and Assetto Corsa, like, you know, you drift to get points. Now I hope that a better drifting system will be introduced further down the road in MRT, because as you can see, it's pretty tough to, you know, drift around accurately. I mean, the drifts are kind of cut short, to be honest, and as you can see, you can drift, but it is really not as great as you would expect it to be. I mean the Evo drifts pretty good with my hands. I mean, on the other side, I don't know if, like, I would call myself great with other cars, you know, drifting them around, but yeah, I mean, as you can see, this is what you can do on this track right here. Now, this is also going to be fun if you have friends, but you can also have fun solo in this event. I mean, look, you can have an open track, you can, you know, just, you know, practice your skids, you know, see how you do, and as you can see, if you go off the track, you're going to regret it, especially if your car is slammed like this BMW right here. So yeah, if the main focus that you can do around this part is that you can practice your drifts, try not to go off the track. You can also keep doing the time attacks here in the events to, you know, actually make some money too in the process. And the other greatest thing about the drift track is that it has great potential to be the next big hotspot for car meets in the entire game. Now, until this day, it was all, you know, oh, toge parking spots, city parking spots, let's have a car meet. But now you can have a proper track day car meet, where you can, you know, call in people, have a nice track day, get some pics. You know, if you're a cinematographer, you can make a video for YouTube. So yeah, the drift track, and honestly, Yatabe in whole, Shirosato in whole, it's basically the same thing. In the whole map is going to be, you know, a great place for cinematographers and photographers and people who enjoy car meets in general. Now that this is over with, let's go straight over to the drag strip. So here we are at the drag strip, and man, oh man, this is one of my favorite parts of this new map. I mean, a dedicated drag strip. I mean, what else do you need? You know, you have your American muscle, you just take it and, you know, slam your foot on the pedal and just keep on going, you know. I mean, for keyboard players, you just, you know, slam the W and you just keep moving forward. But anyway, you can make some pretty fast cash from the drag strip right here. You can also have great fun with your friends if you have, you know, a nice group to play with. And as you can see, it's just that easy. You know, you get some good money and you just drive in a straight line. So yeah, this is also going to be really cool if you guys like have a drag meet sort of a deal going on, or a drag day on those Discord servers or events. So yeah, this is also a pretty cool place to have fun. And now I'm going to share with you guys what I think about Shirosato as a new addition to Midnight Racing Tokyo. Okay, so my thoughts on Shirosato. So Shirosato is, you know, a very welcomed sort of a deal right here. I mean, there are people who are pretty skeptical about it and don't really like the idea of a test track coming along, but there are also people who really are loving the idea. Now, personally, I'm a bit in the middle of these two people because, you know, Shirosato is a test track, and a test track is always going to be good for the technical people that, you know, want to test their tunes, or, you know, want to test their drag tunes and see how far they can push their car, see how far their car can go, see how far their ability is to push their car to go as fast as it can, and build, you know, basically a sort of high-speed control before hitting C1. Now, the part where it starts to get a bit boring is that, you know, there are only such few events that you got here. I mean, just the test track loop, the uphill, and then you got the drift course, circuit race, sorry, and the drag strip. Now, a thing that could have been better is that there could have been a drift event. I mean, I know that MRT still doesn't have that great drift element in there, but you guys are giving a drift track, so I mean, it would have been a whole lot more cooler if we had drift events. Now, the potential of Shirosato for people like me and Discord people is going to be a lot, because Shirosato is going to be pretty much the hotspot map for, track days, for contests, for car meets, just name it. You want a top speed contest? You do it on the test track loop. You want a circuit contest on a car meet? You do it on the drift course. You want a drag day, then you do it on the drag strip. I mean, the potential for, content with especially Shirosato is going to be a lot. And for those technical people out there who are, currently, tuning their cars with the gears and stuff, it's going to be great for them as well, because you can totally max out your car and push it to the limits on this track. So, is the map good? Yes, it is good. Is it fun? Yeah, it can be fun, but you need to have some people to have fun on Shirosato. That is the bottom line. But if you're here to test your car, to see if your tunes are working properly, yeah, it is perfectly good for you if you're going for the technical purpose. And if you want to, test out your car, that is absolutely fine. But if you think you're gonna have, loads of fun on the oval, then I'm sorry to say, but you will be disappointed and bored. So, yeah, that was it for this video, everyone, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. And this was just a short review, as I do all the time. If you haven't seen my old Ichikawa review, you can go check that out too. It's in the description below, and it should be popping up on the screen right now. So yeah, that was it for this video, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and once again, this is RetroKaizer signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video.